Checking out the What's Next podcast. It's Monday.
Please be on.
Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is, wherever you're at. This is the What's Next podcast, a part of the SamzSportz Podcast Network. I am BJ. All right. Tag me on any social media site you can find, SamzSportz. And today I got my guy here, Mr. Ignorant Thinker himself.
Yeah. Let's do it, baby. 7 o'clock.
When I be doing the little intro video and I see you sitting there, you still be watching the video by me. Sir, you don't watch that shit like 30 times, sir.
Yo, I like it though. I like it.
So you gotta let that shit go, sir.
No,
I was gonna change the background song, but I ain't never get around to it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Sir.
No, because it's a perfect background song to go with it. Because, we are the SamzSportz Network, so we trying to tell you, fuck with me, I got it. That's what we trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the insight, sir. I was going to push self-destruct.
That's what I'm here for.
So how was your day today, sir? It's Monday, sir. It's Monday.
Actually, today was pretty good, man. I only got 4 more days with the kids, because I work at the school, so I only got 4 more days, and after that, I got 2 weeks off, and then I'm right back at it again.
2 weeks, that's it?
Yeah, 2-week break, and we go back at it for summer school.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, it's the first time I worked the summer school one.
Wednesday is fucking graduation. I got 3 graduations this week.
You got 3 of them to go to?
Tyon and Braille still go to the same school. Tyon going to middle school. Braille going to first grade. Jordan going to high school.
Oh, yeah. The kindergartners graduated today. Man,
that's a long day Wednesday. And then come right back. We got Wild Wednesday. Right after that shit over with. God damn. That's why I had to do half.
It's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be a lovely day. But let's get into what the topic is for today, though,
All right. So the topic of today is grieving together. There's a lot of shit going around. So we have a friend that got that news that one of their loved ones' time was running out.
Okay.
I didn't put it out there because I didn't know. I don't know if they want anybody to know and shit like that. But we have a friend. Okay. We have an associate, a close companion. Is that legal to say? Somebody.
Yeah, we you want to get hood with it? We know somebody.
Yeah. Oh, so you already knew?
That's how you say. We know somebody that's going through something.
So you already knew?
Nah, I don't know who you talking about.
Oh shit! You was bobbing your head like you already knew. You wasn't like.
Whoa. Nah, listen. I'm trying to go with the flow. I'm trying to get past that part.
Yeah. So, with that being said, because I think I talked to y'all Saturday, and I was like, hey, I want to do a show about grieving, because I know somebody who has I know somebody that has a assistant living home, so that goes with that. But she's in Jamaica, so they ain't gonna stop your vacation. But I catch her on the next time
Get
around.
that paper, baby.
Went to church
She
on
got
Sunday.
she got a whole building home, sister living.
Yeah. She just started. I left her old job and started her own, in honor of her grandmother. So,
Damn.
um,
And then she went to Jamaica.
yeah, she gone to Jamaica, sir. So,
I got to rub elbows with her. Shit, man.
we went to church on Sunday, and they were saying that Pastor nephew got robbed and they shot him. I believe he passed away. I'm not 100% sure. Last week, two of the kids from the football team, they went on a field trip, and one of their classmates died on the field trip. So there's a lot of shit. Like in Philly, the mass shooting.
Yeah, down South Street. That just happened on Sunday.
Hey,
South Street. And then it's the crazy thing is South Street is the tourist street in Philadelphia. Like, is I'm not gonna say it's on these levels, but it's a tourist street like that, like a Bourbon Street, New Orleans. It's not on that level, but it's a tourist street. A lot of people come, they go to South Street, they have a ball because that's like where all the tourists be at. Usually, if you meet somebody on South Street, they ain't from Philly. That's usually how it is.
So I guess that same instance, two 17-year-olds were shot last week down in the harbor, like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
Sir.
This shit crazy, man. I try to stay out the way, man. I be wanting to go to these functions, and I'll be like, man, when these young boys shoot this joint up, they got me.
Podcast, football, work, Xbox. That's it.
I got you, but I try to go to the functions because in this podcast game, you gotta put they see the name, but they want to see the face, and they want to get to know you. And crazy thing is the women, they don't even call me the Ignorant Thinker Podcast. They immediately say, oh, like they'll see me come on their timeline, Ignorant Thinker Podcast, hey Dan, like that's immediately what they say. They'll never say Ignorant Thinker Podcast. They be like, hey Dan.
So
how crazy that is.
Shit. Can't do that one. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Hey, my bad, man. I apologize. I'm in Florida right now, and I'm like a whole time zone away. I lost track of time. I apologize for being late, sir.
It's okay.
All right, Los. Good to see you, though, Los.
Appreciate it, man. Good to see you too.
So we was talking about dealing with grief because somebody that we all know got that notification that one of their loved ones was running out of time. So they didn't put it out there, so I didn't be one to put it out there. But I did want to speak on it because me in my head, I'm still kind of not over my grandmother. That was 6 years ago, and then like her birthday is July the 3rd, so that's coming up.
Shit, my dad's birthday on the 8th, right? Like around the corner, like 2 days away. So trust me, this is the perfect time to talk about grief for me.
These people are waking up in the morning, you saying, "Hey, have a good day at work," and they not coming the fuck back home. What's up, James?
Thanks.
So it's no way because I was going to try to come up with a way to how to prepare yourself for it, but it's no real way to prepare yourself for it. There's no. You can read everything, you can talk to everybody talk to every counselor that come across your desk, and still.
Death is one of the things, like, it's only, I don't know the exact number, but it's only a few things in life that no matter how much money, how much power, how much education, knowledge, wisdom that you gain, you will never, ever be able to control. There's nothing that you can do to control death. In some cases, you might be able to postpone it, but you can't stop it. You can't control it at all.
It affects everybody differently.
Facts.
me and you might better sit down and have a conversation about it. Next motherfucker, they might want to go to the gun range and let off 200 rounds. Next motherfucker might just want to sit in the room and cry about it. So I mean, it's different for everybody, especially like younger kids, because now like there's a lot of these young kids like losing their friends and their uncles and shit like that. So even their mothers. So like, you 8 and 9 years old, you can't really explain that to it. You can't really explain that to an 8 and 9 year old that mom ain't coming home no more.
Okay.
No, I was thinking about the first time I heard about death. I was like 10 years old, and my great uncle, Uncle Bill, was the first one to die. I was 10 years old. People was like, "Oh, my Uncle Bill passed away," and I'm like, "So when he went to the hospital? When he coming out of the hospital?" Like I had no clue what was going on, and it was like, "Well, no, Uncle Bill is deceased." And I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Yeah, well, we going to the funeral." What? I didn't know what a funeral was. I didn't know nothing. My first time on, I had no clue what was going on. So I went to the funeral. I didn't go to the burial. I went to the funeral, and I was like, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, so we ain't gonna never see him again? It was like, no, you ain't gonna never see him again. They did. That's it. I was like, dang. Man, Uncle Bill, that was my homie right there, Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill had the best breakfast sandwiches in the world. Every morning. He had it ready for me. Every morning.
I think the first time I don't want to say dealt with, but definitely seen death, I was at my babysitter's house, and she took me, I guess one of her nephews or little cousins or somebody died. And I remember her holding me. I don't know how old I was. Young, probably like 6, 7. And he was laying in a casket, and she was saying that he looked exactly the same. And then, I don't know about the time span that it happened, her mother had died. And I remember actually being sad about that, but I didn't know what I was sad for. I was just sad because everybody else around me was sad.
It was sad. Yeah, it was a sad ass moment.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I do have to agree. Some grieving you ain't gonna stop doing. And BJ was mentioning his grandma. Like, and I grew up with all 4 of my grandmas, 2 great grandmoms, and then 2 grandmas. Like, I grew up with all 4. A lot of people were saying I was blessed or whatever. But they, most of them died all around the same time, and that was like a little weird.
Who got music playing in the background?
Oh, that's on the album. That's on the shit side.
Okay. That's the plug. Okay.
That's a new feature.
Yeah. So when they well, I'm not gonna say they all died around the same time, but first, my grandmom got sick. She got sick in like 2005. She got sick real bad, and there was talks that she might not make it. So we had to have like a family meeting. Family meeting turned into a fight. Things got real. Now my grandma ended up making it, and she ended up passing to years later. But at that time, when they were saying she wasn't gonna make it and all that, I remember Kanye West had a song out called Roses. And Roses, and it's kind of crazy because my grandma's name is Romella, but my grandpa always called her Rosie. So that as Kanye was saying in the song, everybody coming to the hospital to see grandma, how she doing, making sure she all right. She worked for the church for 35 years. Then they supposed to stop right here. It was kind of like he was talking about my grandma. I was like, damn, this song was like right on point. That was always one of my favorite Kanye West songs, Roses. And my grandpa, the true story about my grandpa, he wouldn't answer the phone. My grandma was in the hospital, he wouldn't answer the phone because he didn't want to get that phone call saying that she died. So he wouldn't answer the phone. You had to go to the house to go see her. And when she pulled through, she was cool. But then like 4 years later, he died in October.
Damn.
And then she passed away in December.
So with that being said, I know like 4 people. I promise you, no lie. I don't know how, what, when, where, why, but like every 2 weeks, somebody they know pass away. Somebody that's in you gotta be strong, yo, that shit. I be sitting there like, boy, how y'all do it, yo? Like, I avoid funerals. If I don't have to go, I am not going to a funeral. I don't do it.
None personally against the person that passed away, but I'm not going to the funeral. I don't like going to funerals. So it's nothing personally against the person that passed away. You know, all respects and love, you know, to you. But I'm not going because I'm not going. I'm not.
My great grandmother was 103.
I'm 94.
She passed in February, and that's the first funeral I've been to. I don't even know, like, cause I don't go to funerals either, bro. Like, I'm tired of fucking going to funerals. Like, I feel like after my favorite people die, like, it's over. Like,
right.
Oh, my bad. My aunt, she passed last year. Well, year before last month.
Yeah. I remember my cousin, his mom passed away. And my grandma was telling me about the funeral. I went home. So she was telling me, she was like, yeah, well, when his mom passed away, he was at the church acting up, you know, not even, you know, trying to be there. He was upset. I was like, Grandma, how you expect him to act? His mom just died. Like, his dad died before he was born, or like right before he was born, and then his mom just died later on in his life. Like, he ain't got no parents.
And that's because we don't know how to deal with certain shit.
Right, that's what I'm trying to tell my grandma. But my grandma was like, that don't mean you got to be there acting a fool. And I'm like, well, hold on. I'm like, listen, his mom died. I said, Grandma, if you pass away, I'd probably be the same way. And I had no idea this shit was going to happen. Get that out the way. I said this to her in August like this. She said, listen to me, I lived a long, good life. If I pass away, I'm good. You go live your life. She said that to me in August. She passed away in December. She said that August, 2013.
So how do y'all deal with the grief that y'all go through? Like, because grief isn't just death. Grief is anything that causes pain mentally, physically, or emotionally. So, like, fellas, how do y'all deal with that shit? That's not good.
So listen. So
I used to be real bad though. Let me let you know. I used to be real bad. Like during the time when my grandpa passed away like that. During that time, yeah, I was real bad. I was drinking a half a bottle. I was real bad.
All right, hey Dennis, leave and come back real quick. What's up, JB?
What's up, sir?
All right, so no bullshit, Carlos. That Call of Duty Warzone helped me through a lot of shit. Yo, when that pandemic came, that Call of Duty Warzone, and it was just the guys on. It was just all the guys on Call of Duty. You just keep on going. We used to be on that shit for 10, 12 hours. 10, 12 hours. So let me shout out.
What about you, JB? How do you deal with your grief?
Man, shit, honestly, bro, I inundate myself in just whatever it is that just occupies my mind. And honestly, yo, I was at a point where I was working 14, 16 hours a day. So it was like literally I was going to work and coming home, sleep, get up, go right back to work and things like that. Whatever I do to take my mind off of shit is...
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also, and I've never ever said this publicly, but I turn to food.
Sir, listen.
I mean, shit, that too, shit.
Food and work. Like, honestly, food and work.
Yep.
And it's not a good thing. It's not. But at the same time, it's like, I don't have any other way of dealing with anything that I go through. Like, I've tried to go to a therapist and motherfucker just sat there and looked at me. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Motherfucker threw his arms up and told me that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's why I'm here.
Right.
He threw his arms up. Like, what you mean? So at this point, it's like, I don't know what to do other than just deal with it. Like, the grief, the shit that I deal with on a day-to-day basis is a lot of old shit, but some new shit. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how else to deal with it other than to just deal with it.
Right.
Live
And
through that shit.
Said I be at the same point though. It's like how else do you deal with shit, but other than just to deal with it,
I mean, but then at the same time, like, so you have to have some kind of expression,
Outlet.
whether it comes to the next day, a week later, or 3 years later. You know what I mean? Like you gotta find some way to get it out. Because if you don't, it'll eat at you.
No, I mean, shit definitely does eat at you, and it's like I highly suggest to everybody, listening that you find some sort of healthy way of coping with things. I absolutely urge you to do so. By no means do I think that just inundating yourself in work and eating, not eating, whatever your pleasure is. I know me, my thing is I honestly don't eat. I've gone for like weeks at a time without eating, and it's like I won't really think twice about it until like a week goes by. It's like, oh shit, really, man, I really haven't eaten. So I mean, I highly suggest everybody find a way to deal with it, in a healthy way. But
so I sometimes when I be running a lot, I eat like once a day, maybe something like that. Like grab a snack here and there, but I don't go no whole week without eating. Fuck that,
bro. I'll be in such a trance that I forget about everything. I've got straight tunnel vision. I ignore everything else going on around me. And again, it's not healthy, and I don't recommend it for everybody. But sometimes it's whatever you do to help get you by, get you through.
Well, yeah, that is true. Some people out here smoking weed. Some people want something a little bit heavier.
Listen, I'm known cats on whatever you can think of. I've known somebody on it.
Absolutely. I like I've never been like a gym rat. Like a lot of people I know, they go to the gym and they work their frustrations out. I cannot when I played football, I didn't start because I didn't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work out. Practice. Fuck that.
Sir.
Put me on some pads, give me my helmet, and let me crack some shit.
Sir.
Like,
sir, that is not the move, sir.
But now that I'm older, it's like I have to find a better way to outlet. Like, even like when I first started driving trucks, I didn't have like the setup I have now. When I got a TV, a PlayStation 5, my GPS, my phone, my tablet, you know what I'm saying? Shit to get my mind off of just driving and being in my own thoughts. Because a job like what I have now, low key, if you don't have anything to take your mind off of the road or what it is that's going on back at home, you're gonna be riding around stressed the fuck out. It kind of like, you don't have anything in front of your face or taking up your time, you don't have no choice but to live in your shit, and that's not healthy either.
Right.
I feel like, in a way, other than chemically, I think mentally dealing with your stress is the worst, because some people's mind isn't as strong as others, and then that's when you get shit like mass shooters, suicides, homicide, suicide, like, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. And it's crazy, like, people judge people for what they do, but there is no background on why they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick, he's a truck driver, sir.
Facts, Nick. Facts.
The only person he got to distract him is me, Jonathan. I'll be posting all the stupid ass shit in the group chat. Just like I do our group chat, Nick. It's just me. If I find dumb shit, share it with everybody. Let's fuck somebody day up. I don't know who. Fuck somebody day.
That's why, like, I said this a few weeks ago, like, honestly, like, this weekly podcast for me has been therapy, because doing this has allowed me to get a lot of shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying? It gives me a platform to voice my opinions. And a lot of times, I be bullshitting, laughing, talking shit. But what people need to understand is, that's, for me, That's what I need. And honestly, Brandon, I appreciate you for creating this platform to allow me to come on and have these conversations and get this shit out. Like honestly, like this shit is awesome for me, bro. I love it.
Sir, I thank you for accepting the invite, sir.
Need a haircut though, bro. Cause
I definitely do.
Listen,
I sent the kids last week. Got graduation on Wednesday. Listen, I'm
hey, you got your LeBron shit going on.
Sure. Oh no. That shit gone, sir. That shit way past gone. Shit way past gone, sir. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I just got zoom.
You should go ahead and get a baldy then, man.
When this shit started going, I was done.
Yeah. Guy was like, "Oh, I got some stuff. You can get some of this cream." Listen, I ain't got the time. Is your patient? Remember that shit every fucking goddamn day. Fuck that.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. As soon as my shit go, I'm getting a baldy.
Hey, one of my locks fell out, bro. I almost goddamn lost my mind. I thought I was about to shave my head.
For one.
Just one.
Like I said, just after my daughter was born, it's like, I cut my hair down one day and I'm like, my shit look really light. And boy, I saw the difference between here and here. Ever since that day, nope, I'm good. And my daughter will be 12 this year. So yeah, I've been shaving my hair for 12 damn years.
This one right here, it broke off. And I was about to shave my head. And then I realized that it didn't come off at the root. So I'm good. I ain't tripping.
All right, Carlos, you want to explain this, Carlos?
Hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now, man. This young lady was upset because her boyfriend cheated. So she threw his mama ashes in the motherfucking river. First off, I want to start by saying RIP to that lady, and I apologize that your son could not pick a better woman than this bitch here. But let me tell you something. There is a such thing as a crime of passion. And this would absolutely fall in those parameters. Because when I tell you, I don't want it to come out wrong because I don't advocate for hidden women at all. Like, that's not something that I absolutely advocate for. But some shit, you just got to get your ears stumped together, baby.
Sir, what that mean?
Point at both of your ears. And imagine them touching each other.
Exactly, Nick. Exactly. Y'all remember Anchorman where you kick the dog over the rail? Exactly.
So she got. See, I meant to. I'm
thinking about more in too deep. Remember, think about it. Yeah, take it, love it. Yeah.
Give me the ooh-wah.
Listen, my mom is buried. And even though she don't have any ashes, let me tell you something. Go fuck with my mama grave if you want to. Might as well dig a hole right next to her.
I meant to go look and see how much time she got, or how many. What was her?
She about to do the strength, bro. She probably about to get like 10 years, bro. Because that's pollution too.
Oh shit.
I mean, even though those of y'all that's ever been to or are from Texas, any of our viewers, y'all know about the Trinity River. Everybody know about the Trinity. Listen, you jump in that motherfucker, you gonna come out with a third leg. And I ain't talking about a bigger dick either.
Preach, nigga, preach. I still sound bad.
I don't care who you are or what. Yeah, it's better now. What's families off limits? Once you cross that line, there's 0 rules.
0. Especially my mama. Bitch, you took my mama urn. Not only dumped her ashes out, but threw the urn too. First off, that's my mama. Second off, do you know how much that shit costs? No.
Absolutely not.
All right, so I meant to show this last week, but we didn't get around to it last week, right? So let's talk about it this week, Jonathan. I'm glad you're here today, Jonathan. I always got some shit for you, Jonathan.
Can't hear it, sir.
Oh shit!
This me and him, we don't know if I'm the father or you the father.
Wait a minute. Let me press some. I keep forgetting to push that goddamn share audio button.
Hold on. Did that say 2 potential baby daddy?
Hold on.
Yes, sir. You saw it right.
So there's only 3 gotta come out.
Well, look though, this is the thing though, sir. This me and him, we don't know if I'm the father or he the father. So we both gotta go. They been holding in. We ain't gonna bother nobody. Please, sir. We ain't trying to.
Just complaining.
It's her complaining. It's not a problem. So I understand what's the problem. They're over here being quiet. What's the problem? You have the problem. I have a problem. What's the problem?
Okay.
What's the problem? I don't care what
That's the
rule
problem.
is.
This
What's the
shut the
problem?
fuck up. This is shut up, bitch.
Okay, well, I'm not
She's not even
pushing
pushing
it.
it. That's correct. We're not pushing it.
Exactly. So why?
So when she start pushing, we'll leave.
Because I'm black.
Calm down.
Calm down. Nice, calm down.
So you trying to figure out if it was like you and him. Really, man.
Y'all know why she hyped like that, right?
No, sir.
She
Can you
ain't,
explain it?
she ain't expect both of them Waka Flockas to be there.
Well, she said everybody was being quiet.
Yeah, but then she started snapping because she didn't expect both of them to be there and had this big old thing.
Jonathan.
Now, a lot of women, don't nobody want to say this, but if you don't know who your baby father is, chances are you them 2 letters. All right, and that's just what it is.
Talk to him.
Do you know how high of a maturity level you have to have for you to sit there and wait?
Yep.
What is that
As a man?
For the baby to come out to see what it? No, sir, ain't no fucking way.
As a man, I'm not that man.
Let me tell you something though. Wait a minute. Let's break this down, right? You single, right?
Yeah.
JB,
He said, huh?
are you single, sir?
Yes, sir. As
Okay.
a hit record.
Dennis, you single, right?
Single as they gonna be.
Single as a dollar bill, right?
You know it.
My man. All right. You out here as a man. I ain't trying to get all in your business and put your business all out there. You do grown-up shit, right?
You know it.
Jonathan, as a single man, you a grown man, you do what the fuck you want to do, correct?
Right.
How they say it? Does the frog's ass bounce when it hops?
All right. So say for instance, right? Y'all two end up fertilizing the same yard, right?
Time out. Now, let's get that out the way. That ain't happening at 36-year-old. Then I keep condoms in my whole bag. Let me get that out
Hey
the way.
man, say man.
But listen, hey, Los. Obviously, you ain't looking at the screen, but this is my whole bag right here. All right, I keep condoms in my whole bag.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now, let's just say, okay, you know what?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Every single time.
Got this guy started.
Los.
Oh my God.
The only reason why I'm telling you now at 36 every time, yes, I've been in child support court and I'm not going back, Los.
I feel that.
I am not going back.
I feel that.
Ain't
But
going
let's just
back.
say
I'm not going back, Los.
Let's just say how they look like they was in their mid to late 20s. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All of them. So we in our mid to late 20s.
Oh, never mind. I'm raw dog. So we might have the same girl.
That's
in
what
my
I'm saying.
I'm raw dog. Yeah.
Hey man, man.
I had the name and everything.
Yeah.
Raw dog did.
At the end of the day,
so
I'm not
wait a minute.
me and Dennis ain't sitting in there next to each other waiting for
Why?
whatever this. I'm not.
We wait.
My
we wait.
maturity level ain't that high yet.
Why? That bitch ain't your bitch,
Oh, I'm
dog.
sitting there waiting.
It does not matter. I'm
That
not.
ain't your
No, I'll
bitch.
actually-
What you upset
In
about?
my 20s, I don't know.
Call me.
BJ.
I'll be downstairs in the cafeteria. Call me.
Bro, that bitch ain't your bitch,
No,
dog.
you know
What
what?
you upset
No,
about?
I feel exactly what DJ is saying though. You gonna catch me in the cafeteria? I'm good. I don't need to be sitting there no nothing. You catch me in the
y'all ain't,
cafeteria?
man, bro. Listen, I'm an asshole. Hey, I'm an asshole. I'm gonna be sitting there talking to bro like, hey, did she do that little thing where she be popping it and she go, yeah, you know what I'm like, yeah. We gonna be in that, we gonna make her so uncomfortable in that motherfucker for being a hoe.
That's what you gonna say. I'm gonna say some other stuff. So I was like, when did you hit it? Oh, you was after me. This definitely your baby. I don't even know why I'm still here. It's
bro, hell no, bro. I'm in that bitch. I'm in that bitch.
Because we get blood tests right. We get DNA tests right then and there.
It ain't
find out who it is.
When it come down to it, that ain't your bitch. That ain't my bitch. I don't give a fuck. You got feelings for her? I understand. I ain't gonna disrespect your woman. I ain't gonna call her a bitch. I understand. You got feelings for her. You don't know who the baby daddy is. I don't either. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's it. I'm just here so I don't go child support court. That's all I'm here for.
Because if I find out it's mine, first thing I'm going to the courthouse as soon as I leave here.
Start them child support payments myself.
Hey, I work at Walmart. I'm a greeter.
It's not all about child support, sir.
He said I'm a door reader.
Los thought I'd be slipping up on these streets. Not no more. Fuck that.
No. I hope the fuck not. They got monkeypox out here, nigga.
Whatever that is. But
nigga, you can get that shit from fucking. You can get that shit from fucking, apparently.
Yeah. That shit is a whole new STD, bro.
Hey.
They got a new STD out?
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
And they confirmed that shit in Philly. You better pay attention.
And DC. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey,
bro. I'm at a point in my life now where I can please myself. All right. At a point in my life now.
Pussy ain't that important, right?
It really ain't. It really ain't. I'm not to be catching no new STD. Now I gotta get new medicine.
Hey.
Now I gotta sit there and wait.
Hey,
I'm in for the monkeypox. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Before we do this, I want to put this out there, right? I read an article, right, one time where a dude say he gave himself chlamydia because he didn't wash out his what's the name, his little device that he used to get off on, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro was putting babies on top of babies, nigga, and that shit, I don't know.
This is America.
Self-chlamydia?
Dennis, let that shit go, Dennis.
Where do they do this at?
Hey, say, man, the shit was hilarious when I read it. All right, so whose is this? Is this Dennis's? Is it Dennis' turn or is it my turn again?
Sir.
Oh, I know a teacher. Well, I don't know the teacher personally.
28-year-old
teacher. I don't know if Jonathan was in Philly around this time, but he might have heard about. Did you ever hear about the story about that teacher that was at King High School?
What school was it? Do you remember?
She was buying the students that she was having sex with cell phones and sending them pictures and stuff.
I had to been out at that time.
Yeah, I think this was like 2002.
Yeah,
and
I was definitely gone.
Yeah, one boy told, and they ended up jumping him. They ended up whooping his ass. but she went to jail and shit. She was getting them students off. They was getting high grades, cell phones, Rockaway outfits, and everything.
Not the Rockaway.
Rockaway outfits.
It's not the Rockaway.
They in there screaming, "It's the Rock." They had all the latest stuff.
Listen, let me tell you something. Is it my turn yet?
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Listen, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, we didn't have teachers that looked like that.
Sure didn't.
Yeah, it was weird. I had like one.
Now, I do know junior and senior year, there is a classmate of mine that was fucking one of our teachers.
What? Junior and
Yes.
senior year?
Yes. Listen to me. The shit was hilarious. I ain't gonna say no names because it's a public platform.
No, don't say no names. I want to know the high school though.
I got you. When we get off air, I got
Oh man,
you. Listen. So also though, there was men that was fucking the girls too.
Yeah, that always happens. There's always a bunch of grown ass men outside the high school.
No, these niggas was they were teachers. Fucking these little girls.
Nah, we had. See, I don't even want to say it because it's gonna
for me.
But we had sort of the same situation.
I never wanted to fuck none of my teachers. I had good grades already, so it really wasn't nothing that a grown ass bitch could give me. Like, you want to give me some pussy? I'll fuck, but there ain't no quid pro quo.
Yeah. I haven't had. I think I had like one teacher that I might have wanted to have sex with. That was it.
And that was it. It ain't a whole lot.
I had one, literally one.
Yeah, it was just one.
Numero uno.
Nowadays, these young boys, they got like 3, 4.
These all these teachers be young. We have teachers old as shit to start with. Shit.
Yeah, we had old ass teachers.
When I was in high school,
they was by the book. Everything was the same. They didn't teach a class differently. It was almost like the preacher at your church. That's how I got them. Just kept going just like that.
When I was in high school, it was my Spanish teacher, Isabella Maldonado. I still talk to her to this day. She was like 3 years older than everybody. She fucking taught everybody.
Time out. Anybody else catch that, or was it just me? I just want to know.
So she living in Texas now though, but she still come here every 5 years for her reunion and shit like that. She always makes sure she hit everybody up. With that being said, so we had a conversation one day, and she was like, "Ain't no guys in Baltimore for me," and all this shit like that, right? So listen. No, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done.
Bro, you over here air your whole shit out right now.
Right, I'm just sitting. I'm like, like he just went in on this teeth. I'm like,
no, we still talk all the time. She probably watching it right now.
So, all 3 of y'all are current dads, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, you're right.
What was you saying, dog?
What if you go?
He got a village. So he got no kids.
Only two of y'all single. So I'm asking y'all. I'm not asking BJ because we don't do no self-incrimination.
No, don't do that. You got to speak.
He already did it, so
I'm gonna keep my man's out the fire.
I try not to get y'all the men that I know that sleep with their girls. I try not to get y'all in no trouble. I try.
Listen, what if you go up to JB? What if you go up to your school? A teacher called you to come up to the school to talk about your daughter, right? You get up there and she walk out looking like
Cardi B.
Together. Let's just say she put together. I'm talking about top, bottom, middle, feet, everything. Just top to bottom.
I just might.
Sir, I want you to confirm or deny.
Can you show me where Braille class is, please?
I bet you have my answer.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might come up there the next time with my hoochie daddy shorts on. I'm just gonna let you know.
That's another thing we need to talk about, man.
I'm not wearing no hoochie daddy shorts.
Listen to me, bruh.
Who the hell is we?
Listen to me. I am completely against hoochie daddy shorts, and let me tell you what.
They've been wearing them for a while.
They wear them. They wear them to the gym.
Yeah, they drawn with that.
But this take me back to when niggas was actually walking around wearing rompers.
Yeah, rompers. Yeah.
Sir. No, we
just because. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, fellas. Let me tell y'all something.
Every summer got a fashion trend.
Fellas, let me tell y'all something.
Some things last 2 summers.
Just because a woman say she's attracted to that, don't mean that you have to do that.
Exactly.
Some men, though, feel like they gonna do whatever they got to do to get that ass. Which is why in 2022 I am happily married. Hey, baby.
Good move. Good
I
move.
ain't got to
like,
deal.
I like that.
I ain't got to deal with
that.
That
Was a
shit.
good play of words. Man. I like that one.
I ain't got to deal with none of that. Yeah. I wear my hoochie daddy shorts at home.
Right. I only wear hoochie daddy shorts to the pool. That's it.
Hey, don't nobody need to see my kneecaps.
Don't nobody need to see mine. Child. I plucked my knee up in that.
Let me know when y'all ready to move on.
Go ahead, bro.
Well, this is how we deal with grieving. We talk about shit like this. I'm just letting you know. That's how we deal with grieving.
This is the grieving process.
We ain't gonna sit around
this is how we deal with grieving.
We ain't got to sit around talking about hoochie daddy shorts and shit.
Oh, you disagree?
So I'm not wearing
that shit. You disagree, BJ? You gonna wear your hoochie daddy shorts?
That shit. So listen, in high school, you know how they used to have them rubber bands? They used to put the little bullet on the little shit and pop you with that shit? I got hit one time. I stopped wearing shorts. Fuck that. One time.
Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine a motherfucker wearing some hoochie daddy shorts with a big ass Glock hanging off of them motherfuckers, bro?
He ain't got no gun.
I can't take you serious.
I really can't.
I just want to know what happened to the sundresses. That's all I want to know.
To what?
I don't see no sundresses out here.
Shit, you must not be in the right areas.
Right, you ain't in the right place.
Be. All right. I ain't seeing it because I be waiting for the moms to pick their kids up. They got on everything else but sundresses. I seen them with the coochie cutters on. No sundresses yet. Hold up, though.
All right, you get 2 free rentals.
All right, I know what I got.
Go ahead, sir.
Give me Titanic and give me Aladdin.
Nah, fuck that. Give me Miss Doubtfire and Men in Black. Watching no 3 hours and no fucking Titanic waiting for them people. Fucking guy. That shit. Then he goes.
Girl didn't die. She didn't die. She lived.
No. He freezes to death, and he snuck his ass on the boat.
Hey, that's what you gotta. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, that's listen. I'm not white. Miss Doubtfire right there. That's a real father that really loves his kids. He will dress like an old ass lady just to see his kids. That is what I'm talking about right there. And Men in Black, I don't know why. Will Smith is the reason why I like that shit. If anybody else played it, I probably never seen
it. If I had another choice to pick too, I would get Forrest Gump and Men in Black.
I'm taking Men in Black and The Fugitive.
Fugitive was pretty good though.
Where's the Fugitive?
Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
Right next to Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, I see it. I don't even know what that is.
JB?
The Sixth Sense and Men in Black.
I ain't gonna lie, Beauty and the Beast had some good songs though, man.
He said good songs. What the fuck?
They had some good songs on Beauty and the Beast.
No, I want Aladdin. I want Aladdin because Jasmine was fine as hell, and that song, A Whole New World for me as a kid, like growing up where I grew up, like we all grew up in the same kind of predicaments, bro. So y'all understand, like a motherfucker singing about a whole new world and wanting to be somebody different than who you was.
A Whole New World is kind of like on that same level as that Frozen song.
Facts.
That Frozen song, boy, when that shit came out, that shit swept like a fucking tornado, boy.
Yeah, between that and Pharrell, I'm happy.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck everybody was singing this shit. Shit's crazy.
Man, I remember when I used to go to Blockbuster. That used to be your Friday. We're going to Blockbuster. We're going to movies. We're going to watch them. Then we got to make sure we fucking rewind them and take them back, or they're going to charge us.
You know what?
Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna lie. The only movie I ever got from Blockbuster was
Movie Talk 68.
No. No,
Hey,
how high?
Go ahead, log out, Dennis.
How high? I got how high from
No, how high
Blockbuster.
was good. I seen that in the movies.
And you know what? After that, only thing I ever got from Blockbuster was video games.
Yeah, I bought my PlayStation 2 out of Blockbuster. That was the only thing that was open that night.
We went to Canada and got our PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I ain't got that type. I ain't been to Canada yet.
She was in Detroit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I live in Detroit, bro. Canada is literally 10 minutes away. Like, Canada is literally like you can walk to Canada from Detroit.
All right, Jonathan. This one for you. All right, Jonathan.
Oh,
and
shit.
we're gonna get out of here
Come
on
on,
a happy note. All right. This one for you, JB.
A happy note.
All you, Jonathan.
Can't hear it, brother.
Hold on.
Hey, you keep doing that with the vibes.
Wait a minute. It's not me. Oh, yes, it is. It's always me, right?
Always.
About to say,
Why do y'all hate black people who grew up with money? Let me make one thing clear. I grew up in a $500,000 house. I went to private school. I graduated from one of the top universities in the country. My job, you couldn't get it if you wanted to. My car note is more than your rent, no cosign. I mean, I can go on for days. But the moral of the story is, why would I want to relate or try to fit in with a lifestyle that I do not come from? Y'all don't think it's crazy that you equate blackness with poverty? And this is exactly why you have all these suburban kids running around here acting like they got it out the mud, like they were struggling, because you sit there and shame them for being from the suburbs. Y'all keep saying Carlton, like that's some sort of insult. Like, are you okay? Use the 3 brain cells you got up in there to tell me who does it benefit for black people to only be able to fit the stereotypes in order to be considered black? Because it's not benefiting black people.
yeah, he is right about that.
He got a point though. He absolutely.
And honestly, that used to be the thing. I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead, John. I'm my fault.
No. All I'm gonna say is he's absolutely got a point though. Who does it really benefit for us to fit in the stereotypes? Who does it really benefit at the end of the day? Because I mean, and we've had this conversation here for a couple of weeks now, where there is so much emphasis on being a real nigga instead of being an actual man. It's like you can't be a nigga all your life. You got to grow up at some point. It's like you're doing all the nigga shit, the hood rat shit is cool. When you're in your teens and probably part of the way through your 20s. But if you're still doing the same shit when you turn 30 and 40, dog, you need to really, really reevaluate your priorities. But he's absolutely right.
I remember when I was younger, when I was like real young. If you was on welfare, it was a bad thing. I remember that. Like, oh, you on welfare? Ah. And and I remember this when ODB did that shit on MTV when he went and got his welfare checks and took his family and went shopping and everything. Oh, I remember we went shopping. We went shopping like a couple weeks later. We get to the supermarket, a limo pull up, and 2 white people come out. They got minks on. They going shopping too. Is what? They get to the register. They pulled out that access code. I said, why y'all keep trying to make it seem like it's just black people that use these cars? Like, I never understood that. Like, why? We the only ones that's poor. Then when you watch the news and you see, welfare fraud, it's mainly them.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's mainly them. And I'm like, all the time it's like, that welfare was meant for the private and black people. No, it's mainly the white people that get caught with this welfare fraud. And listen, if you grow up, if you black and you grow up rich, enjoy it. Be happy with what you got. Don't let nobody come, because people will come to you and say anything and try to make anything look bad.
Yep.
Because I was considered the rich kid at one point, because my grandma owned the restaurant, and at one point we was booming. I was considered the rich kid.
Ain't never considered me a rich kid.
Let me tell you something.
I was considered at one point.
Let me tell you something. And I've been sitting here thinking, trying to figure out a way to say this. Right?
Shit.
Oh shit, he's thinking.
That's
I'm out.
Shit. The glasses
off.
Oh shit.
Give him the floor, BJ. Give him the floor.
Give him the floor. Give him the floor.
I don't necessarily think, for me, right, that just because you don't come from poverty, you're any different from us. I think what makes you different from us, young man, is your way of thinking, right? And the reason I say that is because there's some things that growing up in the hood have taught us that I know for a fact you don't know. And also, there are things that you have learned in your private school education that we have never even heard of. So, when you explain to or ask the question of why do we feel like just because you don't come from poverty, you're any different, it's because you are different, sir. You're very different, sir. There are plenty of black people who come from the hood, who didn't go to private school, who don't have anything that you have had growing up, and is way richer than you, your parents, and any fucking teacher that taught you anything that came out of that book. I know for me, when I left home, people said, "Why you leaving?" I left because I don't want to be broke. I don't want to live. I don't want to have that mentality. And when I say broke, I don't mean broke as in money, because I've always had money, even though I was poor. I've never missed a meal. I've always had clothes, always had transportation, no matter how raggedy it was. But I've always had everything I've absolutely needed to be able to move forward in life. And when I left, people always ask, "Well, why you leaving? Why you leaving?" Because I don't want to be in this poverty stricken area anymore. And now that I am where I am today, people tell me, "Oh, you think you better than everybody?" Bitch, I am. I am better than you. And you know why I know I'm better than you? Because you think I'm better than you. I don't have to think I'm better than nobody. I don't have to think I'm richer. I don't have to think I'm poor. I don't have to think none of that, because people who think I am think that for me. So therefore, instead of you, young man, worried about what people think about you, why don't you use your private school education and do something different and get yourself away from people who think less of you like I did? That's all.
What'd you say, Dennis? God bless and good night.
I like to say right there that is the poetic lyricist of Humble Los. But Los, you're not wrong at all for saying that. Because it is some ways like that. He wouldn't know what to do in a stressful environment, because that's something that you will find out in the hood. He's very book smart. He's not street smart. Jonathan, he wouldn't know that. Like I'm gonna tell you a situation I went into. Right, he wouldn't know that if a guy was walking down the street with a box of cereal, 3 a.m, not to sit there and he said, "Yo, hold this box for me," not to hold it. He wouldn't know that at 3 a.m. Okay, that's something that he wouldn't know. Oh yeah, I'll hold the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, no problem. Box of guns in the mouth.
If 5 or 6 people got up and started running, he gonna be looking around trying to figure out why everybody running.
Right.
No, he done seen too many movies. He can't sit right there, yo.
And then they don't show you that no movie that somebody got a box of cereal at 3 a.m.
They need to put that in the movie, though.
They do. Or somebody give you, yo, hold this box of cereal for me. I'm gonna come back for it. That's because he just shot somebody with that goddamn gun and he put it in a box of cereal. Now you got it.
He just shot somebody with that box of cereal.
Right. Now you got it.
That Cinnamon Toast Crunch got some bodies on it, sir.
So, Jonathan,
I have no idea what to do when the police roll up on you and tell you to get against the wall. You be sitting there shitting on yourself.
So, Carlos,
hey, if you standing outside and you see a nigga walking past and he go like this, I bet you he don't know what to do.
No, that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't know what to do. But he wouldn't be in those predicaments unless he was trying to be a real.
I tell you what,
Joe, Carlos, last night
Sir.
I get to the stop on the lower side street. So side street is 2:00 in the morning. I'm already
Facts.
all right.
Facts.
Four guys came out the house. Now I looked at the shit. Y'all requested a regular lift. Shouldn't be 4 guys coming out. Cool. All right, so push the button. Already pushed the button. You got to be ready. So they walked the door. They dap each other up, whatever they did, and 2 of them got in the car. They had 2 stops. Nice little 30-minute ride. Took them all the way across town. So one of the guys at the first stop, he got out the car. I gotta get something out the bag real quick. He's in the car. He takes the bag to the back of the van. Get something out the bag, get him back the bag, and be like, all right, bro, I catch you later. What type of shit y'all on?
Right.
Oh, well, you just, again, that was the third time
you just
delivered. That's the third story that you told me to deliver the pack.
Yeah, you was trafficking, sir.
I wasn't doing shit. I was driving in traffic.
I was driving.
Hey, wait a minute. You know what the police gonna tell you? Possession is 9/10 of the law. You possess this vehicle and everything in it is yours.
Sir.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out with a bang.
Literally.
That's all. That's it.
Remember, that's how I go. I don't know what he got. I'm an Uber. Yeah. We heard that before.
We
heard that before.
Station right here. I'm going from here to here. Anything else? Out of my control.
We know.
Don't worry about it. Oh, you gonna know
before.
Oh, you gonna know. Don't worry about it.
You work for Uber? Call your supervisor.
We ain't got no supervisor. We really can't.
Hey, Dennis.
We can't even
call
nobody.
You ever seen a very dark man turn red?
We can't even call nobody for real.
Yeah. Well, now listen.
That boy. That boy turned into a black cherry quick as hell.
Sir.
Yeah. And then all the boy in the back gotta do is say, "No, we ain't no Uber. We know him."
Right. Shit. That's when right there. God damn it! I guarantee we're going the long way. Fuck that.
I gotta go with dark. Man, I don't know, man. Those 3 Kanye West albums, truth though.
Okay, between DMX and Kanye.
I'm going last.
Why? Because you don't mess with Tupac?
I'm going last.
Run with me.
I'm gonna say Kanye just because
I like DMX. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Out of the 3.
You know he dropped them first 2 albums in the same year, and both of them went platinum, right?
That don't mean shit. My man Plies dropped 3 in 18 months.
Yeah, but they ain't all go platinum.
Don't worry about it.
We ain't worried about Busted Baby.
That was my shit.
Papoose dropped an album every month for a year.
Who you said, Papoose?
The way he
every month he dropped a new album.
What year he did that?
I think 2020.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. So it's my turn, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Los.
All right. So when it comes to Tupac, right?
There you go.
Growing up, I wasn't really into Tupac like that. Don't get me wrong. I can rap word for word probably 60-70% of all his songs, right?
You was a Biggie fan?
No, not even. I was more of a, if I had to choose, I was more of a Tupac fan than a Biggie fan.
No.
Tweaking.
But when it came to Tupac, I never could rock none of his albums straight through, right? When they came out with Tupac's greatest hits, that double CD, that first CD, everything on there was a hit. DMX be talking that shit, but I've never ever been able to understand or feel what DMX is talking about. Like his music don't talk to me.
Because he say all that in music, then at the end he pray?
No, not even. It's just DMX just never never felt nothing listening to DMX.
What?
Never.
You ain't
Except for that one song, I'm falling. Wait, I'm slipping. I'm falling, and I can't get up. That's my shit.
I'm slipping.
That's my shit. And again, like I said about Tupac. Hey, I can't say they don't have songs that I absolutely love, but when we talking about a complete body of work, it got to go to Kanye. It got to for
the
me.
Artist
and the reason why, let me tell you why. Because not only did he produce all of his own albums, of course he had co-producers and shit like that, but Kanye had his finger in every single thing that came out about his albums. And College Dropout, man, I've been working this grade shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly.
Heaven knows.
Past the sky. That's my shit.
Heaven knows.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand at what point in life I was in when each of these came out. Tupac, I was too young. DMX, I was too far removed. Kanye, I was in the shit. And when he started talking about that shit,
how old was you when College Dropout came out?
When did College Dropout come out?
2004.
Yeah,
shit, 2004. I was a junior in high school. No, I was a sophomore in high school.
Oh, I was my senior.
I'd already graduated.
That was my senior year too, Dennis. We graduated and get up out there. Class of 04, shorty.
Yeah, 04.
Yeah, y'all old niggas.
That was my motto. 04 out the door. That was my motto. I used to tell them teachers, and when I on my 12th grade year, I used to tell them, I'd be like, listen, this is my last year here, whether I pass your class or not. Okay? Let me get that out.
Hey,
this is my last year. Okay.
Hey, listen, we were so trash at my school. You know what our saying was?
What was it?
06, suck our dick.
Yeah.
I swear to God, 06, suck our dick.
Yeah. I remember my gym teacher tried to fail me, man, because I wasn't, once the fourth report period came up, I stopped getting dressed, stopped doing gym activities and everything. No, I'm not doing none of that. Graduate. I got all my grades together. He tried to fail me enough that I would have to repeat the grade. I remember that. So I went to go see the principal. He was like, he did what? I'll mark it off. Fuck him. He said, fuck him. I was like, damn.
I got expelled.
And that's what's wrong with America today, Dennis. It started with
in my senior year. See, what
a lot of people don't know is me and the principal, right? He used to have season tickets to the Eagles game. I worked at the Eagles Stadium. So I would see him there and I would always pass him beer. All the time. Shout out to the principal.
Listen,
I hope the teacher.
My senior year, I got expelled twice.
Science teachers are How the hell you get expelled twice, bro?
Fuck you do? You brought lighter
twice?
You know the biggest.
Listen, so the first time I got expelled is because my girlfriend bought my knife to school. I wasn't even in school. I had left my knife over her house. So she brought it to school to give to me. By the time I got to school, all hell done broke loose already. You expelled, go home.
Time out.
I went home.
Time out.
Wait, you getting ahead. You getting ahead of the story, sir. I go back home. Of course, my daddy, he at home. He wake up. He like, what the fuck is you doing walking in my house? I almost shot your stupid ass. What the fuck? Why the fuck you ain't in school, right? I said, I got expelled because Woo Woo bought the knife to school to give me. He said, you didn't bring the knife to school? I said, no. He said, oh, no, fuck that. He got on the phone. When I tell you he cussed them folks out for 2 hours straight, and the last thing, and he just kept saying 9 tenths, what do you say? Possession is 9 tenths of the law. Possession is 9 tenths of the law. Do I have to come up there? Possession is 9 tenths of the law. Don't worry about it. I'm on my way. I'm going to show y'all what possession is.
So they let you back in?
They let me back in school, right?
Okay, all right, okay.
So
now what happened the second time?
And they wrote him I'm sorry note.
Listen. The second time, right? Me and 3 of my homies, right? all we did was smoke weed. Like I'm telling you, from 9th to fucking 12th grade, all we did was smoke weed together. Everybody knew we had weed all the time. I'm sitting on the step. It's me and them three. I don't want to name them because, whatever.
Yeah, incriminated. I know. Go ahead. Keep going.
But we sitting on the steps right in front of the fucking principal office.
What?
School start. Listen. School start at 8:30. We sitting in front of the principal office. It had to be about 7 o'clock, 7:15, something like that, because we always got hooked up, got our weed, went and got breakfast and shit like that, and be chilling at the school. So, of course, the janitor let us in or whatever. We seniors, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, about 8 o'clock roll around. Here come one of the assistant principals coming in, Mr. Massey. Fuck Mr. Massey. I hope he ain't dead. If he is, RIP to that man. But if he's still alive, fuck
Mr. Massey. I hope he ain't dead, though.
Listen, because he was old as shit back then, right? So, we sitting on the steps. And so, we talking like, damn, is today a half a day? So I fuck around. I look up at Mr. He done walked past us up the steps, didn't say excuse me or nothing. Just fuck out the way, little nigglets, I said, hey, Massey, is it a half a day today? He said, for you it is. Come here. He said, I'm expelling you for bringing weed into my school. I said, Massey, I ain't got no weed on me. What you talking about? He says, you sure smell like weed, so you high on school grounds, so I'm expelling you. Okay. Cool
So
with
then
me.
you went home.
I went home, told my daddy again. This time I had to knock on the door because he had it double locked, right? This was, I want to say about 6 to 8 months had passed, right?
Yeah.
So I knock on the door. He come outside. He stopped at the door. He looked at me. He said, he threw his arms up like, the fuck you want? Like, take your ass to school. So I said, they expelled me because I smelled like weed. He said, why the fuck you at the school smelling like weed? I said, I don't smell like weed. He smelled weed and said it was me. So he ain't had no proof that you smelled like weed. No. Long story short, Rob called him again. This time he cussed Mr. Massey the fuck out. I got back up. They ended up speaking with a lady named Miss Brown. Miss Brown was the actual, I don't want to say she was the assistant principal, but she was the lady who worked in the office that it needed to get done. Tell Miss Brown.
Okay.
Miss Brown called my dad, told him to tell me to come back to school. I go back up to the school. And every time I seen Massey, he just look at
me. That's what it seemed like he was saying. They tried to. I just remember this too because one of my homies, he got suspended, so he brought it back up. He said, "Remember they tried to suspend us at the end of the year?" I said, "They tried to suspend us." Like, yeah, they used to call our name on the loudspeaker every day around like the last 3 weeks of the year. I said, they wasn't getting me. I stayed till lunch and then I'm out. That was it. That was it. They was not getting me.
I'm not expelled one time. That was for some dumb shit.
I didn't get expelled. I just got suspended. I used to get suspended a lot. Especially like when you get suspended in high school, all you got, whatever class you got suspended in, that's the class you just don't go to when you come back to school. So you couldn't swipe in. When you go to school. Somebody had to knock on the door. Somebody had to sneak you in. And everybody already knew, okay, you must have got suspended. But you coming to school anyway. Can't let your parents know you got suspended. They have a BS.
Boy, no, in middle school, when I bullshit you not, middle school, I got suspended every goddamn week. Every week I was suspended. I be in the streets.
At what point are you willing to admit that you were the problem?
I was for sure the problem.
Well,
but at the time, I ain't getting no fuck. So they fuck around and they start coming out with this suspension list. And this little fat bitch that I used to live next door to, right? She went to school with me, right? No, let me tell you what she did. I gotta tell you what she did, and then y'all make the judgment if I went too far or not.
All right.
This bitch used to come home every day and tell my daddy, "Hey, Rob, you know Carlson's suspended from school." Of course. "Hey, little nigga, get your motherfucking ass out here. You got suspended?" "No." "Then why the fuck you was at school all day? I sent you to school this morning. You suspended?" "No." "All right." She said, "Don't worry about it. When I tell you this motherfucking bald-head bitch bought the motherfucking suspension list home and showed my daddy, and when I tell you she bought the suspension lists, she bought them all. Every time I was suspended, she had the list with my name on it and what I got suspended for."
Yeah, your ass was red.
Boy, when I tell you, listen, that summer, motherfuckers was calling me 90. You know why they was calling me 90?
And she was running.
No, I was on punishment for 90 days straight.
Oh, I thought you said Nike.
90.
You said 90.
Niggas was calling me 90D. 90 days. 90 days, your ass is grass. You sit your ass right here.
Yo, people used to,
so what did you learn from
be
that,
like,
Carlos?
when I was on punishment, yo, you got 23 and 1?
What did I learn?
Yes. What did you learn? Open time. What did you learn, sir?
At the time?
Nothing.
At the time?
Nothing.
Be nice to this bitch so she don't tell my daddy what happened.
Oh man, yo, you was crazy.
Oh, and then her cause she lived with her brother, and their house got raided because he was selling big dope. So after that, it was over anyway. So I ain't getting no fuck. Fuck that bitch.
All right. So one last thing before we get out of
here,
here, right? Before we get out of here, I want to play this because, hey, Jonathan, I heard this shit this morning, Jonathan. I swear to God, I could not stop fucking laughing. Like, you know how you need one of them good laughs and shit, Jonathan.
Oh yeah.
I promise you.
Down boy. Okay. Right. It is April Fool's Day today, though, and the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got now?
Can you fix my roof? Now that don't sound harmful, right?
That's why I said, oh, okay, that's nice, yeah.
Can you fix my roof? That's all I ask.
Is it leaking or something?
Hey, Dennis.
I'm ready.
I'm just saying, though, can you fix my roof? That's all I want to know.
Look at my face.
He's been doing this shit for fucking 15 years. Carlos didn't catch him yet. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Well, and it's always there.
Well, get ready for the hard left. Here we go. Can you fix my roof? Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Eduardo. This is Eduardo. Eduardo, how you doing, man? I'm one of your neighbors, man. I'm actually like 2 streets over. I wanted to see if you could come around here, man, and help me out, man. I got a leak in my roof. Are you able to come around the corner real quick and see about fixing my roof? Who's this? Yeah, this is Sammy, man. I live like 2 streets over from you. You're Eduardo, right? Yeah, this is Eduardo. Okay, hey, I need you to, I got a leak in my roof, man. I want to see if you can come around here and take a look at my roof. A leak in your roof? What does that have to do with me? No, I got a leak in it. It doesn't have anything to do with you, but I wanted to see if you could come around here and fix it for me. How did you get my number, man? Where do you think I would fix your roof? I got your number from one of the neighbors, but you're Hispanic, right? Yeah, no, I'm Hispanic. Well, I'm not from Hispania. I'm Mexican. If that's what you're asking. Yeah. Well, what Mexican? I mean, are you trying to be funny, or what are you talking about? Why do I got to go fix your roof? Don't all Mexican people know how to do roofs? You know what, man? Don't talk to me like that. Yeah. Who the f do you do? Who the f you think you can call me because I think it all? Fix roofs? Listen here, I'm not a roofer. I work at a bank. Okay? You understand that? No, I understand you work at a bank, but from my understanding, all Hispanic people. I mean, what do you do at the bank? I mean, do you lay tile at a bank? What do you do? I work at a bank. I'm a loan officer. I'm a Mexican with good credit, okay? I'm a dangerous Mexican. You're with the wrong person. Are you that stupid? Huh? What does it matter with you? Who gave you my number? Where do you live? You can't be one of my neighbors. I haven't seen a retarded person walking around my neighborhood lately. like I said, I got a leak in my roof, and somebody gave me your number. I thought all Hispanic people knew how to fix roofs.
Oh, really? Maybe you go get your grass like you're gonna stereotype us all. Would that be true? Huh? Why don't you come over to my house? I'll tell you what to do.
Hey, man, you taking this the wrong way. I'm trying to get you to work, man. All I really wanted to see if you could come over here and fix the leak. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I wanted to do. And I heard, that most Hispanic people, all of y'all supposed to know how to do roofs. I mean,
are you kidding me now? You stupid. I work at a bank. I've got a degree. You didn't hear me. You're one of those ignorant that don't listen to anything. I live in a nice neighborhood, man. What do you sell drugs to live in this neighborhood? You piece of. Look at this. You're making me degrade myself by just talking to you. I don't do tile. I don't do construction. I don't fix roofs. I'm not a mechanic. I don't do yards. Okay? Do you steal? Huh? There's nothing wrong with being a construction worker for laying brick or doing tile or doing roofing. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I got a lot of relatives. I've done those jobs myself, but I educated myself. Now I've got a degree, and I work at a bank as a loan officer. Don't you with me. Don't you ever call me again.
Hey, I need English, man. I need English. You, man. What are you saying, man? What are you saying?
Hey, man, don't be upset because I speak two languages and you speak one. Or you can probably speak pig Latin or something like that.
Hey.
You know what, man? I don't even like to talk like this. I work at a bank. I got to deal with customers every day.
Hi, this is Ben
and Ashley from the Almost Famous podcast.
Who the fuck is Ben and Ashley?
So the Uber Eats app is.
That's what happens when you listen to an audio. They throw in a commercial right at the good part.
As I sit down,
always
commercial free.
I mean, if you are able to flash up.
All right, fuck it. It didn't.
Hey, one time, let me tell you this shit right here. This one I knew Derek was famous, right? Listen to this shit.
Derek,
I'm listening to Derek. We talking about Derek, yes. I'm listening to Wild Wednesday. I'm waiting for it to get to the part when Derek snapped. It's really about to get there. They put a fucking commercial in between. How the fuck they know this part? I said, yo, how the fuck they know this part? Yo, I was mad as shit. Yo, how the fuck you gonna put a commercial right there? I said, fuck it. I was mad. I think that's when y'all was like, yo, leave my man Derek. So I was like, man, fuck Derek. I meant to tell you that shit too. And I was like, yo, I'm saying, listen to this shit. They gonna put a commercial in? You motherfucker.
You motherfucker. You guys think you can do this to me?
You can do this to me? Like
he said, I thought all Hispanic people knew how to fix roofs.
Yo, when he
said, I work at a bank. He said, what do you do at the bank? You lay tile at the bank?
He fucking lost it, yo. When he said all Mexicans know how to fix the roof. Oh my God. Y'all was in that bitch crying last night, yo. God, that shit was funny as shit, yo.
I think I'm gonna be the man.
Can I mix too?
No, you can't mix shit. You changing the rules. You don't change the fucking rules. You just pick one, goddammit. Choose
I'm gonna be the man.
I'm taking one, yo.
I gotta be the man. So I gotta rob a bank at night and wake up the next day and not know what the fuck happened. Police come by and what? Say what? What you talking about?
10 years ago, you asked me, I would have took the Green Power Ranger. But yeah, I'm gonna take Black Panther now.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna drink the purple Kool-Aid?
My fucking business.
We can't all be Black Panther. So
I'm not Black. I'm the man.
I'm picking Spawn.
I would have been Venom though.
That's what I meant, Venom. I thought that was.
I would have been Venom.
Same
Wait,
thing.
oh, is that Magneto?
No.
Who the fuck is that down the bottom?
That look
down
like,
the bottom in the right hand corner is Venom. In the right hand corner.
No,
the
third one over from him.
It's right here.
That's
I thought that was
300.
Rey Mysterio.
That's one of them 300 masks.
I thought that was Rey Mysterio.
Sir,
I thought it was
That
300.
looked like a lucha. That looked like a lucha joint.
That is Magneto shit.
Lucha.
No, when they said this is Sparta, that was who that is.
It's not.
Oh, that's Magneto? I don't need no headaches like that. Fuck that.
Sir.
I'm cool.
Hey, who was that in the top right?
That's Spawn.
Top right.
That ain't Spawn?
No, that's
RoboCop?
No, motherfucker.
Oh shit, it's dark. Shit. I didn't even know that was the Green Ranger until you said something.
Shit, you gotta give me a second for me to
Give me Venom, dog.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to come back to me. So
Give me Venom.
all right, well it's 8:30. I'm gonna charge.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight.
Yeah. God bless.
This
Good
has
night.
been another edition of the Sam Sports Network.
All my brothers, I just want to tell y'all, man, be safe, stay dangerous. That's all I can say, man.
Give somebody a hug today. If they ain't too late today, give somebody a hug.
Give somebody who wants a hug a hug.
Right.
I was just about to say, go knock on your neighbor door and just give him a hug.
Nah, don't do that.
Matter of fact, no, COVID's still alive out here, bro. Don't hug nobody.
Sir, we still have to love one another.
It's monkeypox out here too.
I didn't say love on. I said love one another.
No. Fuck them folks.
She said, "Hour." How do you know that you're a mutual friend with them? How do you know, Sharice? Shout out to Sharice for being part of the SamzSportz Podcast Network. Queen She. We got some shit coming up.
It's the SamzSportz Network. It's not a podcast network. We expanded.
Sir.
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I look up, I see some shit from Ignorant Thinkers.
That motherfucker working.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. And I'm gonna say this publicly. I wish I had more time to dedicate to sponsor and post about y'all. And I apologize. I'll try to do better. But I don't be having time, bro. Like after we get off right here, I'm going to sleep.
Sir, listen to me, right? You take your phone on Instagram and do one of them little reels for like a minute and let that bitch do the work for you. Just post a reel, it'll do all the work for you.
All right, bet. I got you.
And in about 45 days, Facebook going to send you a notification. You're going to be like, nigga. That's all going to be that. And then you're going to start working 4 days a week. But yes.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
So, but thank y'all for checking us out. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Off the Top Sports Anniversary Show. Do not miss the anniversary show. All right, June didn't tune in today because he's getting all his DJ shit. He getting a party crew. He getting his red cups. He getting all his shit. It's going to be live.
Red cups.
Facebook, YouTube. Look up 8 Rebel Squad Radio. All right, 8 Rebel Squad Radio. REBEL. Or just search Off the Top Sports. Telling you, it's going to be a party. I'm going to have to watch it later because I got football practice.
Can you spell party?
PORTY. Motherfucker. That's what you get. Fuck.
No, you said it like that. I'm trying to figure out what.
No. That's what you asked.
I potty.
I followed directions. You asked the question and I answered it. That's it.
That's said all. Potty and you spelled 40. So how is that following directions, sir?
No, that's what you said. You know what?
You said it's gonna be a potty.
Good night, everybody.